Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Welcome to the first ever Waits Uncut talk show where we talk about things, no cuts in between, just straight conversation, talking about what we have coming into the world of video games. So I'm gonna give you guys a brief introduction on small things to talk about with it. One thing I'm talking about today is Marvel Rivals the Overwatch killer? And I gotta say some things. I gotta say one particular thing, okay? No. Marvel Rivals is a great game. It's a fantastic game, and I think the game has got a lot of potential to be good in its own way. There's a lot of things in the game that are fantastic and unique about the game that's so incredible about the game. Well, the game is not ready yet to even come close to trying to beat Overwatch or any kind of game itself. It's great enough to be its own personal game, but I'm actually glad that it's not going to be able to beat Overwatch, because in general, it's fun to see the characters, it's fun to see the heroes, it's fun to see the unique transitions from different characters that you can play and have fun with, and also enjoy too. Everyone from Hela, from Hulk, there's skill tier characters as well, where you have to actually have some skill to play. For example, like Black Panther is a very, very good skill tier character to play. Venom is a very skill tier character to play too. Even he's strong, but the fact is, if you don't play him correctly, people can easily take advantage of him, and knowing when to play him is a key element too as well. There's a lot of the players that you need to learn. Mantis, even though she's a very easy character to play, knowing when to heal or also to boost is a key element, and it reminds a lot of Mercy. Mercy's a very hard character to play, but sometimes healing is not the best way to finish off. Sometimes applying that little bit of damage and hoping that your player or your other teammate can get those shots in to get the full damage without you having to focus on healing. So those play into big parts of actually getting some big kills, getting some big wins, and every character is good. There's some good things and bad things about Marvel Rivals. I do love the 6v6 outlet, because the fact is you can tell when you do have someone on your team that is completely out of whack and they're not that strong, but they contribute just enough to help get by, while the other 5 players or even 4 players are even better to help get this player in. That's a good thing and bad thing, because it'll also teach bad players that they're not that good, and it'll teach bad players of the game that they're playing kind of good, so they really can't learn from their mistakes too much. But it all just depends on whether or not they're willing to learn. So that's a big key aspect. Certain places do not need to be destructible. Bridges, certain walls, there's too much destructibility in the game, and I think that's a big asset, because sometimes it can cause a lot of chaos. One, it can cause a lot of separation. One day I was going to try and save one of my teammates with my ability to save him on the point, but I couldn't because the wall had collapsed. So I ended up wasting my ult, and I had to go around, and we ended up losing because the destruction zone fell down in the pathway I was choosing. It's okay to have some destruction, but I think there was so much destruction to the point that you really had to play around the map, and that's good, but also it will be bad, especially when you get into high places of competition where people actually learn how to use the environment against the people, and that's really not fair, because it'll end up becoming more about what they can do to stop you with their environment, and not just the skills and the knowledge to create a good game where it's about shooters versus shooters and be able to have that opportunity. If you're going to have environments break, have them be able to disappear after 1 second or so, or shrivel down like certain other pieces. Certain pieces should always shrivel down off the get-go if they break off, if you want to keep that feature. For me personally, I think they should definitely tone it down with the destructible map, or want to call it, or whatever you want to call this thing. The character designs, some are amazing, some are good. I think Hela needs just a little bit of smidge of tuning, because the fact is, 2 shots with her to a headshot, which again, I know it's not easy to do, but 2 shots with the head thing is going to be kind of really good. So if you have a really good Hela who knows how to read characters, like God, America, she's the most dangerous person. So I think, for example, she should definitely be a 3-shot, having at least 3 shots, 2 shots that'll get them down to at least 10 health, and then 10 or 20 health, and then another shot to make sure you finish off. So I've really just realized some characters need a little bit of down tuning, which is okay, because then this is why I said it's closed beta. This is the part where we can actually talk about things that are wrong and good with the game. I think there's a lot of potential in a lot of different things, but one thing I cannot say, Overwatch is not going to have a hard time with this game because one, this game has got some amazing good maps. The design is really good, but the fact is it's not the design of Overwatch. Overwatch has a very unique design, character base that's built over the years. And it's built a very strong player base with the connections of people and the characters. And I know Marvel Rivals will do that in its own way, but is it going to be enough to take out Overwatch? No, not at all. I'm very, very glad that Overwatch will definitely have some competition, but Overwatch, it's here to stay unless Overwatch kills Overwatch. That's pretty much how it is. Overwatch will be the death of its own self. Everyone's like, oh my god, I guess it's already dead already. It's not the fact that it's dead, it's the fact is that they're trying to take a step in the right direction. And the fact is, they're just trying to take things and make it unique. And that's a big thing. So I think in general, for right now, Marvel Rivals has got a long way to go, but I'm glad that they're actually going somewhere. And it's a fun game. Marvel Rivals is a hella fun game. And I appreciate them for making Marvel Rivals because I've had a blast with Marvel Rivals. I think it's fantastic. But naturally, it's beta, so I'm getting bored of it because the fact is there's four different maps. Naturally been learning all the characters. I've learned all the character designs pretty well, and now I'm just waiting for that energy from each character to fill up. And that's the most important part. So just keep on playing it, have a good time with it. I can't wait to just sit there and see Marvel Rivals on full release. It's nowhere near ready to be released. I can honestly say that. It's nowhere near ready to be released. And that's good. Then go back and work on it and have some fun with it and just chill, relax. And I think they're doing a really good job with the game Marvel Rivals. But how have you been enjoying Marvel Rivals? If you guys have not gotten to the beta, the easiest way to get into the beta, I will tell you right now, the easiest way to get into beta, watch a stream for 1 hour. And then after 1 hour, what you're going to do, we're going to get what's called like a token. Okay. You're going to take that token and you're going to go to the website, Marvel Rivals, Twitch. And then once you get to that website, you're going to wait around 8 p.m. EST. Whatever your time zone is around 8 p.m. EST, that's the time zone you need to go to the website. What's going to happen is around that time, they're going to start dropping keys at exactly 8 o'clock. So you make sure you refresh the page right as soon as it hits 8 o'clock. And then you're going to try to take and claim your code to get access into the game. That's the way you guys got to do it. It's pretty crazy. I think they should have did it a different way, but I'm kind of glad they did it this way. But I wish they would have done had more steps for people to do. That way, they actually have steps to do, and then you can get into beta rather than trying to fight for a token or a ticket to get into beta. So what they did was kind of crazy. But what are your thoughts on Marvel Rivals? What's your favorite character? How do you play your character? Are you an aggressive player? Are you new to the series of hero shooters? And also, what's the main thing you're wanting out of Marvel Rivals? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for the first ever Weights Uncut, man. Hit me up on the next part, man. I will see you guys on the next one. Stay big, stay black. Most importantly, stay sexy, guys. We be out.